Okay, I should be good now. Like, for some reason, I kept like hearing like a double audio or some shit. Like, I don't know if it's because like it was weird. So I don't know. I was just got to mess around with things and it disappeared for some reason. I don't know. Hey, Lexi or Eldog, how you doing? I got you down for first too. Um, should be getting the Twitch payout like hopefully pretty soon. You know, when I get that, and I got your first, and I got somebody else that had another sub coming to him. I can't remember, but yeah, let me go ahead and start this real quick because this game is short. Um, I remember I last played as Ryan, and I think who did I romance? Oh yeah, the soccer girl, the athlete girl. I romanced her. Whatever her name was, the soccer girl, the romance girl, or the athlete girl. By the way, I may have to tweet this audio because there's no separate options for music and dialogue at the same time. It's kind of weird, but oh yeah, the subtitles I have them set as large, and uh, I got them as a black background with white text. It gives you the option to change that, so let me know, Lexi, L-Dog. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I had to, reconfigure some stuff. It was crazy. But yeah, let me know if I'll type it in the chat. And it's with white, black, yellow, green, and blue uh, text. Okay, yes, it's still frozen because I just refresh everything. Okay, so so we got for the subtitle background we got white and black, and then for subtitle text color we got white, black, yellow, green, and blue. So you said black and white is best. Okay. And I got them set to large too, so we'll see how big they are. Put the volume back to 80% because I want y'all to hear most of the dialogue with this. This game is it's a pretty fun. It's like a short little romantic comedy type of game. I played this a couple months ago. Back in matter of fact, I played it around Valentine's Day this year, earlier this year. So this is technically yeah. So this is part two of that. I played as Ryan. I think I romanced the soccer girl, the athlete girl. I think whatever her name was, and there was a bookworm girl that I had my eyes on last time, but I chose the athlete girl. So I'm gonna try to get her. So we're gonna see how it works out. Well, anyway, start this so that way we can get past this. Cause like I said, this is real short, probably like less than an hour or something like that. But there's multiple different endings. But I'm only gonna do like one ending tonight. Like I said, I just wanted to do. I meant to start earlier, but just I got home super late. Once I got my shower and Romeo and Jay, I ended up. Oh shit! Damn, I meant to read off on YouTube on TV, and next thing you know, I'm waking up on the couch like who knows how long later, 45, 50 minutes later and shit, and I'm like wondering like, oh, what the hell is happening? But all right, so select a profile picture that represents you best. But yeah, how you doing, Lexi? You say you finished or you're five episodes into Better Call Motherfucking Saul, season 5, right? Oh wait, no. We said it's like 6 seasons, right? So season 5. Okay. Yeah, this is a hilarious game, by the way. All right, let's choose a picture here. What we got? So we got Ryan going down the mountain trails, wherever that is. Looks off the coast somewhere. Pretty neat one right there. Oh, he's with the doggo. That's a Saint Bernard, right? Yeah, that's a Saint Bernard, ain't it? If I'm not mistaken, that's a Saint Bernard breed. There he is showing his fashion sense. It's like an outfit from like the 1930s, 40s, or something like that. I like this one best. The one with the dog. The Saint Bernard. Alright, so we're working in finance, creative, healthcare, or other. I always picture Ryan as the creative type, so hey. Alright, he likes to travel, spirituality, agriculture, technology. I know in the last game one of them was like education and stuff. And I think like I forget what the other one was, but it lets you like delve more into like the like, hey, I got like a PhD in everything, and I'm smart as hell, and giving back to my community, that type of thing. But I think they didn't include that in this game right here. He definitely loves food and drink, and season 5, episode 6 is the turning point or so that we know from Breaking Fun Bad. Oh, it is like I can say I never saw a Better Call Motherfucking Saul. I never watched that series, but that sound from what you told me so far over the past couple weeks that you've been watching it sounds very much like Breaking Bad in the Breaking Bad universe. That is, it sounds like it's very much in the Breaking Bad universe. All right, let's do a little charity because I like giving back. Even if it's a guy on the street, be like, hey, here's $5, man. Okay, I'll buy you something to eat or some shit like that. Yeah. Alright. We'll just do arts and culture because that always sounds good. Now, I always choose Libra because me, myself, I'm a Libra. Which Libra is traditionally like the balance of scales and things like that. Alright, I'm gonna mute what his cutscene is playing out.
Ah, and there was me having a good day.
Well, it's just become great. You're welcome.
What's happening?
I just got back from work an hour ago.
Same.
I've made myself some food.
Same.
And I've just got off the phone with my landlord.
Oh, not same.
Yeah, I missed a payment, but it's fine. I've paid it now, and it's settled anyway.
Anyway, I've got some news.
Okay.
I joined a dating app.
Have you? Well, I mean, they are inevitable.
I was expecting more shit from you.
Well, what's the saying? They have people in glass houses can't throw stones.
No way, you too.
Mm-hmm.
Matches?
Yes, a lot. No, a 0.
But don't like apps like help out new users with
Misha,
like likes and
you're not helping.
You know, they really try and help you get people to like you because you're new.
Misha, I still have 0 even with whatever you just said. There's still 0. What about you?
Hey, the grass isn't always greener. I've got like 80 likes. But like once you filter out like the bad profiles and the nude pics and the meh ones, it's all just a bit quiet.
Are your standards a little bit high?
No. Anyway, I have a new initiative in the works.
What's that? You gonna kidnap someone?
I've signed up for speed dating tonight.
Okay, why are you telling me this?
Because I'm bricking it and like, do you want to have a drink before?
Could you just say less? It'd be great if you just stopped speaking about 30 seconds ago.
See you there. Bye.
Bye.
Alright, so we're gonna go to the bar. I'll be honest, like I said, this is my first playthrough, and I made a short of it, matter of fact. You cannot tell me they are not brother and sister. They look so much similar alike. Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
Vibe. Yes, but what if there is no vibe? What do you do then? If you're online, you can log off, you can make it an excuse, you can just be gone. My internet connection was crap. What do you do here?
Welcome everyone to Speed Dating. My name's Derek, I'm your host. We're going to be beginning very shortly, so gentlemen, if you could make your way to your table numbers.
You are so cynical. This is where you're going to find that genuine connection you keep banging on about.
Why are you smiling at me like that? Why are you smiling at me like that?
No, I'm not smiling. You like anything.
Misha?
There is a small possibility I might have signed us both up.
I'm not doing it.
You are!
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Well, I'll just leave.
Oh, come on.
No.
Look, at least it's going to be a good story.
It is not going to be a good story. I'm just going to get humiliated. You've been preparing for this. I'm not doing it.
It's a great story. Oh, he's browsing. He's browsing the shop floor.
How does it work?
Sorry, what?
Yeah, I think he's fully convinced now. Let's go.
Okay, so the women stay at the table, the men, you, rotate around them.
I'm a man now.
So you go to different tables and you speak to girls.
What do I say?
Whatever you like, but you have 5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
And halfway through the date, that dude over there will give us a warning. And then he'll also tell us when there's 1 minute left to wrap it up. So essentially, you've got to use your time wisely, which I know you're not good at.
No, hence why I don't want to do it.
Exactly.
We're going to start with the gentlemen by your first allotted table numbers. And good luck. Have fun.
You're sitting in my first date seat, so I need you to jog on. Go well, lad. Cheers.
Alright, so we're gonna see how this works out for us. Be honest, I kind of want to get the the athlete girl, the soccer girl, Tony. Yeah. So her name's Tony. She's the one that romanced in my first playthrough on this. So it's not gonna be her. We'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and get her out the way first. You know, she's pretty cool. I liked her. I romanced her in my first playthrough. Eventually, we're gonna play through as his sister or whatever. Or well, technically, she's not. I don't know. They look like brother and sister to me, to be honest with you. But yeah, we're gonna play through as his friend. You know, we're gonna play through the female version at some point. You know, not tonight, but it'll be another time. But because I want to see what prospecting gentleman she has coming towards her as well. But we'll go ahead and get the ones we're probably not gonna like out of the way. Yeah, I did play this early this year. Matter of fact, around Valentine's Day of this year, I played this. But yeah, how you doing, Mojo? You eating Cheeto Puffs? I'm buzzing pretty much myself.
You my date now?
Yeah, I guess I am.
Oh yeah, and I got
I'm
me
lying.
adult beverage
Tony,
here.
nice to meet you.
In case you redeem
Sorry,
that,
I've
or
got
if
a
you
match
already
tomorrow, so I've
redeemed
got
that.
to keep limber.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what is it, a sports match? Do you play locally?
No, it's my job actually. I'm a footballer.
Oh, shit. Should you be out dating the night before a match?
Oh, don't worry. It's fine as long as I'm in bed by 12. Don't drink, non-alcoholic, and don't have sex.
What's your position?
Reverse cowgirl.
See, I can deal with like
what
the
is your
not
football
drinking and staying out late, but it's like, hey, I can't have a little love making the night before a game. Shit.
That's a tough one.
Well,
That's what I'd be
just
like.
say which
Like,
area of the pitch. I'll narrow it down for you. I'm not tall enough to be a goalkeeper.
oh, and she takes a, oh, what's she say? Reverse cowgirl. Ow! Now I remember why I liked her in the first playthrough I did. You know, and I went straight for her. Like I was on it. But yeah, it's almost like some of the same choices. Well, I would select the same choice I did the first time because if I select anything else, it'll be offending her. Even though I don't, you know, we'll see how things play out.
Well, you are doing your pre-match conditioning, which makes me think that you are reliable. And I think reliability is important in a defender, so I'm going to say defense.
Winner, chicken dinner. Pat yourself on the back. Do you like sports yourself?
It's not my biggest interest.
Well, let me change the question then. Do you like team sports or individual sports?
Is this going to tell you something deeper about me?
Maybe.
As much as I admire individual sports like the UFC and the you know boxing and you know martial arts and all that stuff and tennis and golfing and well technically golfing you can have kind of a and tennis too can both be team sports but traditionally they're individual sports so it's not like your you know your football your basketball baseball your hockey you know, your soccer. It's not like those games where it's just like, hey, we need everyone on their team to show the fuck up today. Like, no, don't be having the off day now, man. Like, hey, you be having the off day. Like, if you're the goalie of a soccer team, like how she's playing on a soccer team, if you're the goalie and you have an off day, you could cost your team the game, and that's never good. Now we understand if you're facing a high-powered like strikers, or I think they call them strikers and forwards and all that stuff in soccer. Like you're facing your what's his name, Leonardo, Ronaldo, and no Lionel Messi or Ronaldo and all that. If you're facing them top strikers, the offensive soccer players in the world, okay, say you give up a couple of goals that day. But it's like, yo, if you don't bring your A game with team sports, it's like, no, we can't win. If everyone, I think for soccer it's 11, the same as football, if I'm not mistaken. Well, you know, American football there is. But you know, it's like, hey, if all 11 of us doesn't show up today, we're fucked. Like, no, like, hey, we love you, teammate. You know, we're there for you and everything. We're here for you, but you got to show up for us today. So, team sports, all the way. He said tennis is the best. L-Dog. Yes, tennis. But yeah, team sports.
Team sports? I think there's an interesting element with like the fans because they're supporting where they're from. It just adds, they're more passionate. So there's like a tribalism to it, which is a bit fun.
When enjoyed responsibly.
Yes, nobody wants a hooligan.
Team sports also has like this unique layer of complexity in creating tactics for a group rather than the individual.
Mm-hmm. So the chemistry is important.
Exactly.
That was pretty smooth, wasn't it?
It's very smooth. It's not your phone. Is this reminding me to carb load for tomorrow?
What are you having pasta?
Footballer's best friend.
This is your halfway warning, guys. That is 3 minutes to go.
So, how did you become a pro?
I'd say my key influence was my dad. He used to take me to practices, to matches. He knew I fell in love with it and did everything to cultivate my passion. The kit, the travelling, consoling me after bad performances. Were you close with your parents?
No, I wanted to ask you more.
We ain't got time, my lad. Tell me. If you want to, of course.
Shit. More so both. I've always kind of grew up like close to. I mean, as a kid, more so my dad because he let me get away some of the shit that when I was at my mother's, she wouldn't let me do. But then again, it's when I was at my mother's, I knew I had like structure and all that stuff, and this and that. So, but I would say overall both.
Yeah,
For me, that is.
I'm lucky to have a great relationship with both my parents. They're both great. Yeah, they have a great relationship, and they're kind of like a blueprint for the sort of person I want to be and the sort of partner I want to be with.
That's amazing. It's so hard to find people talk about both parents like that.
Yeah, God. Good parenting is definitely important.
It is.
Let's see how competitive you are. Do you fancy a quick challenge?
Obviously. Fancy a test of strength. I chuck weights around like toys in the gym.
Okay, that's some fighting talk. How about we do an arm wrestle?
You all right?
No, I'm kidding.
Nah, go on.
Yeah, I don't want to injure you before your game.
Get your arm on the table, lad.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Jesse Storm. Hey, how you doing? Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate you.
Ready?
Oh, you said you played softball, Jesse Storm?
We're already holding hands.
And,
I'm just desperate.
yeah.
Or I'm irresistible.
Yo, she's beating my ass.
Class always shines through.
Yeah, now I see why I chose her on the last playthrough. I can accept the defeat, honey. I tell her like straight up, like, hey, I'm no sore loser. You defeat me, hey, so be it. Even though I may bitch about it for a while, like, hey, just to throw it up here and there, like, why'd you, like, what? Hey, she slammed his damn hand on the ground. I mean, she didn't slam, but she slowly like let him know, like, hey, just let it be, let it be, let it be. All right, boom, full force on the table, his hand. So it's like, but accept defeat,
Now, look, you won fair and
But
square. I'm going to do some more arm days before the next time, though.
Oh, you want more?
Oh, you
of
said for
this?
2 years?
No, I really don't.
I'm only joking. I really appreciate the sportsmanship.
We've got 1 minute to go, guys. Just 1 minute.
After I'm putting that comment,
it's
Jason.
stoppage time.
That way,
Football's the best
I can
sport
remember.
for making analogies.
No.
Do you fancy another quick challenge?
Yes. But what do you want to do?
Well, there's conversation starters and riddles, apparently.
Convenient.
Okay. A man looks at a painting and says, "Brothers and sisters, I have none, but that man's father is my father's son." Who's in the painting, the man or his son?
Brothers and sisters, I have none. That man's father.
All right, I gotta move the pause here. Let's scroll back up here in chat here. Hi shit, Doctor, high too. Yeah, I'm high too, Mojo, very high. Tennis is the best soccer girl vibe. No, yeah, she is. That's why I chose her on the first playthrough. Tony, played tennis since I was 2. Held my first racket at 10 months. Hit my first shot at 2 years and played off and on in elementary school. Got more serious in high school. Played one intramural doubles journey in first college for my sorority. We won. Oh, y'all won in your sorority, LDOP. That is awesome and fantastic. And then Jazzy Storm, you say you played 2 years of softball. That is awesome. Yeah. Softball I've always been more interested in terms of like, cause it's a whole different like there's some elements to baseball, but there's different like elements that make it unique and stand out on its own. And that's why I've always been so fascinated by softball and everything. It's just, especially like the windup when it comes to the pitches, it's a completely different technique but in some ways it's kind of from what I've heard, like sometimes better than regular baseball pitching and stuff like that. Um, Awesome. I played softball one season, one in the base, one in two base, but those bastards gave me outfield. Boo! I hit a baseball better than a softball. I don't know why. Oh wait, for real, they gave you second base, Eldog, instead of outfield. Oh wait, no. Oh, you say you wanted second base, but they gave you outfield. Oh, you said Jazz Storm. You played outfield as well. Nice. Yep, we murdered the other leagues. Yeah. Lay the smackdown on them. Establish your team, your school, your name, everything is stemful. But no, that's awesome though. All right, we're gonna choose a man. Looks at painting. Says, well, let's just choose something random.
Father's son. It is the man himself.
That's what I was going to say, but a draw's no fun. I'll say man's son.
But how do we find the answer? Oh, is it's folded in? Okay. More thought's gone into this event than I gave it credit for.
The man's son! Get in!
Oh, God's sake. But you only got that because you swapped your answer. You thought the man as well.
A win's a win, right?
No matter how you get it, eh?
And that is time, everyone. Move on to your next date.
We crammed a lot into that.
Yes, we did. Yeah, it was great to meet you, Tony.
Yeah.
Is that short for Antonia?
Spot on, but everyone calls me Tony. You want to keep in touch?
Yeah. What's your handle?
At TN7. Tony Newton and my shirt number 7.
That is some main character shit right there.
Get your bit.
I will not. Have a good night, Tony.
That went smooth. I like Tony or whatnot, but yeah, at the same time, I like I said, I gotta switch it up because I went with her. I romanced her, and she became a girlfriend on the first playthrough, so I can't repeat the same thing, even though that playthrough was several months ago. All right,
Sorry,
which
just fixing my
scroll
eyeliner.
is this?
I'm
Oh, it's the well, shall I say no more?
Don't look like a Ryan.
No. Well, what do I look like then?
Not sure yet.
That's not from here, is it?
No. You gonna snitch?
No.
I made it. Just like the kombucha poured into it.
That's the fermented drink, isn't it?
Exactly.
It looks good. Are you happy with the batch?
Very. Tell you more about it, but we haven't got much time.
So, the kombucha is homemade. The goblet is homemade. What else is homemade?
I'd say 90% of this. The clothes, the accessories, make it all from scratch. Started selling my stuff online during lockdown, and it grew into a full-time business.
Wow, that's really original.
Thanks. Turns out my aesthetic plays quite well these days.
What aesthetic is that?
Call it what you want. I've heard hundreds of terms, kind and unkind.
I gotta use the potty real quick, because that's a potty, or I got a potty really bad, real quick. So I'm gonna make a choice and let this cutscene play on to the next choice. Hope I should be back by then. They're back. But wait, hold on. But I haven't played in a while. Carpal tunnel twice, and now for 3 years battling a chronic nerve condition. Yes, I could throw the ball to the pitcher from outfield, but the reason I was outfield is because coach only spent time working with a few players. My dad actually taught me more about the sport and went to practices. He would work with the people, the coaching. Oh, really? Okay, so your dad was involved a lot, in your softball, athletic, career and everything. Jazzy Storm. Did you also play any other sports in addition to softball? I mean, I don't know if you mentioned it in chat earlier or not, but yeah, did you also play any other sports as well? And in addition to softball. I know with a lot of athletes, in the younger years and stuff, they cross train. So say like it's basketball season. Somebody play basketball or football in the fall, leading into the spring, and then they start track and field, or like you say, baseball or softball, things like that. But yeah, I'll be right back. Everyone, I'm going potty real quick. I'm gonna select a choice here.
Is it just you in the business, or
Yeah, don't need anyone else.
so how do you keep up with the demand?
There's a long wait list, but I engage with my customers a lot on social media, so they're understanding.
So if the supply is low, you must be retailing for a fairly high price?
No, I pride myself in affordability and sustainability.
Is that enough to do full time? No, sorry, no, I'm not asking how much you earn. I just find the business model very interesting.
I get by.
Do I look like a Ryan yet?
Not quite.
All right then. Well, what else can you tell about me?
You have the energy of an air sign. You seem quite logical and proactive.
How so? Like, we've only just met.
It takes proactivity to come to a speed dating event.
Well, what if I told you I was dragged here by my best mate, Misha?
I'd say you're using logic to undermine my instinct.
Just 3 minutes to go, everyone. 3 minutes. I know, it's going very quickly, very quickly.
You're really into your astrology then?
Gives me structure. I analyse my behaviour in the context of something bigger. My main star sign is Scorpio, which I think really suits me.
All right, whew, I'm back. All right, all right. See what I missed. Hey, basketball. Wait, hold on. Let me scroll up a little bit more. Oh, your dad sounds like a cool guy. Mine taught me tennis. He was and still is my coach. I did basketball and swimming. Um, I say not in league, but I was in top tap dancing and gymnastics, flag football in college. So cool. Oh wow! So like both Jazzy Storm and L Dog, y'all done like quite an extensive of different athletic programs and sports and activities and everything. That is awesome. Um, okay, wait, who mentioned swimming? Hold on, I was kind of scanning over and whatnot. Who mentioned swimming? Okay, yeah, L Dog, you mentioned swimming. Yeah, swimming. That's if I probably ever done that sport, I probably would have drowned or something. Like yeah, like I never been a good swimmer. And you did basketball. There you go. Not in the league, but I was in tennis and flag football. So cool. A little soccer as well. I was a cheerleader too. Oh, you're a cheerleader as well, Jesse Stein? Yes, ma'am. That was elementary. I am dyslexic and focus on school after. Oh wow, cool on cheerleading. But yeah, y'all have done a lot of amazing things, ladies. Y'all have done a lot of like awesome and fantastic things. Like I said, me, so I did like a year of wrestling back in junior high school, or actually middle school as they call it, but it feels like you're in junior of the high school because of You know, you got people in like the seventh, eighth grade that are already kind of, doing the pre-adolescent puberty phase with, their crushes and everything. It's crazy. But yeah, so like, and then I did 2 years of soccer in high school. Um, what I did, no, actually, I did a year of football in junior high as well. 2 years of soccer in high school. Um, but after that, I was in that what do you call it, the junior ROTC program, the cadet program, where it's kind of like not like the military, but they, it was like the Air Force one. So, you go around doing community service and doing this and that and everything. And by my senior year, I graduated as like the vice corps commander, which is like the second in command of the whole like corps or 175 cadets. It was pretty neat, because everybody liked my persona, as they say. But yeah, I remember those days. It's just I miss my youth sometimes. Like if I could go back to that time with the knowledge I had now, and speak to my younger self and be like, hey, instead of doing this or trying this, do that or this instead, or hey, you need to take this and that much more seriously instead of goofing off with it, or taking the weekend to go hang out with your friends and go to parties and all that shit and do this and that. It's like no, you need to lock in a little bit more, Clarence, or excuse me, Funcer. No, I don't care. My name's Clarence. But Funcer is my online persona. But yeah, if I could go back and speak, it's kind of like Back to the Future or something like that. If I could, now the only downside of it, like in the Back to the Future movies, if you go back in time and you mess with the past and stuff, it messes up things in the future. But sometimes I wish, like damn it, if I could just get through my younger self and be like, hey, are you sure you want to do this? Or you sure want to hang out, with these people, or date this girl, or or fail this class and all this. Like, hey, are you sure you want to do all that? Like, like, come on, think, trust me on this. In about 13, 15 years, whatever and stuff, you'll thank me later. But that's not the way life works, because time machines don't exist. But even if time machines do exist, it probably wouldn't be good because we just mess up everything. Oh, wishful thinking, but anyway.
And then, based on when and where I was born, my rising sign is a Sagittarius and my moon sign is a Libra.
What's the difference between those three?
Your main star sign is your sun sign, represents sort of your desires in life, and your rising sign is how you present to others, and moon sign's what you're like deep down.
Okay. I don't really know about the other two, so.
Work them out for you. We haven't got much time.
So then, what makes your sun sign so Scorpio?
We aspire to be brave, loyal, honest.
Any negatives?
Jealous and secretive, that doesn't really apply here. Do you relate to them as animals as well, I guess?
Aren't they really aggressive?
Only when threatened.
But don't they eat each other, though?
Yeah. I forgot to mention that.
And this is your final minute, guys. Final minute.
So, I was wondering...
No, I've spoken about myself enough. I want to know more about you.
I feel like it's been pretty even. Can you just...
It really hasn't, so I want to know more about you.
Fine, fire away.
I want to know more about her tattoos. She
Azalea,
could,
I have noticed you
about her
have
type. She can have any
tattoos.
type.
I do.
Tell me about those
Want to know
tattoos.
about any of them? Choose wisely. Some stories are better than others.
She's got the pentagram.
The
as a
pentagram.
tattoo.
Is that a satanic symbol?
I mean, I've dabbled in Satanism, but its wider interpretation is quite genteel. It's about shunning the rigid restrictions of society.
Mm-hmm. And it's not about sacrificing babies.
You're safe. And the tattoo. I just, like the shape. It's all about those clean lines and sharp edges.
That's your lot. Ladies and gents, time's up. Let's be moving on.
That was the, kind of interaction I was hoping for from this. Thanks.
Yeah, me too. What is your handle? I'd love to check some of your stuff out.
At Azalea Shadows. Azalea Shadows.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, hey, do y'all think that went well? That date went well? It seemed like it went okay, but I never really vibed with her from the start. Maybe if I got to know her better. What was her name, matter of fact? Damn, what was her name?
Hi there.
Okay, so her name is Brandy.
I'm Ryan. Can I sit?
Oh yeah, I remember her. She okay, let me not say no more.
I'm Brandy.
I'll spoil everything.
What do you do for a living?
I am a creative freelancer.
Oh. Is it tough not knowing where your next paycheck's coming from?
No. I love what I do, and I'm working towards stability.
I get that. I'm a beautician, but it doesn't earn me what I want, so I'm doing an online course in international relations, and I trade cryptocurrency. I just sold an NFT, actually.
Non-fungible token. Nice. Yeah, the digital art market is very cool, very new, and very volatile. So.
Sorry if I'm quite direct about things. We just don't have a lot of time.
Sure. Can
what are you looking for?
Okay, that is a big question.
Important question.
You know what? Like she, at first glance, Brandy's kind of like damn girl, like you all up in me, you grilling me right away and all that stuff. Like, hey, I mean, I think it's kind of kinky, but at the same time, it's like, hey, let's save some of this stuff, whatnot, for the second and third date. Well, I mean, look, it's just her directness, that is. But then again, it's speed dating. You only got like what 5 minutes. You only got like 5 minutes with whoever this is or whoever you're dating. But it's an interesting concept though. But I'm looking for a relationship, like the title of this stream says. I'm just looking for love, sweetheart. Part 2, that is. Relationship.
Ultimately, I think I want to find a partner, and I just want to settle. No, I want to settle down. I didn't mean, no, I'm not saying that, it's not nothing to do with it, I'm saying that I want to settle.
In my experience,
okay,
guys
he's talking too much.
Openly want relationships have been needy. They get over familiar too soon, want my attention all the time, get upset when I don't message. It's a whole thing.
I challenge that.
It's a discussion. I gave my experience to start it.
Well, I'm not needy, so I guess that's the discussion over.
Good. Let's move on then.
Okay. Do you live locally?
Yeah, I bought a 1-bed up the road. It's top floor with an amazing view of the water.
You bought a penthouse.
The NFT was pretty valuable.
Yeah, we talking somewhere in the millions for that.
I live my own as well.
Flat?
Yep.
Buy it or rent it?
Back to the quickfire round.
I mean, we're covering a lot.
Yeah, we are.
So?
I own my shit. What you gotta say?
Wow. You must have worked and saved really hard.
I did, yeah. Well, look, I'm gonna keep up with you. I have to do something.
See? You're learning.
Slowly, but surely.
This is your 3-minute warning, guys. 3 minutes to go. Just 3 minutes of lovely
3 minutes to the climax.
Okay, let's move on to foreign affairs. Do you like holidays?
I do.
Where do you go? What sort of holidays do you take?
What kind are you into, though?
I allowed to say a lad's holiday?
Go for it. You won't hear from me again, though.
You can't beat a beach holiday for a bit of R&R.
Very true. Vitamin D is essential for our well-being. You aren't a Speedos guy, though.
No. I can't pull them off.
Won't ask why. I could only afford to travel recently, so I've got a lot of places on my list.
Well, what's the top of the list?
There's more than one thing. Cruise the Galapagos Islands. meet the sloths and turtles in Costa Rica, see the Iguazu Falls between Brazil and Argentina. I don't know, for me it's more about experiences. You know, I'm not so much into the historical stuff.
Yeah, but and seeing new cultures as well. Like, it's amazing to go to new places and see the different people and all the places that you're in operate on a daily basis. So, have you been traveling alone?
I like doing things my way.
Do you never get bored? Or lonely, like having to go to dinner on your own all the time?
Well, I've got my phone or tablet for entertainment and talking to people, but if I want less screen time,
Ah, nice.
I always keep a
She
deck.
pulled out some cards, a deck of cards.
I mean,
No,
made
I don't
this
like
one
these
up,
odd
basically.
chances.
It's got, I don't know, an extra king in there somewhere.
An extra king. That might come in handy.
Depends on the game. Okay, next question. Does body count matter?
Holy moly. I was not expecting that question.
Well, you were getting too smug. So, what do you think?
No, not for me. Just so long as someone's past doesn't affect their present too much. So, the body count, it would not be an issue.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you're
because
open-minded. That's cool.
Are you trying to tell me something, though?
I generally like to
No.
keep the past in the
1 minute to
past.
go, guys. Just
'Cause
1 minute. So we'll be
Just like,
wrapping up
when it comes to,
very soon.
I'm dating someone
How did my
and they,
questions
had a situation with their ex. I'm
There's
like,
a
hey, as long as
customer
y'all not still,
satisfaction survey.
Your feedback is greatly valued.
Is it actually, though?
Only if it's good.
during the most part, I'm like, hey, whoever you're dating in the past, however many people you dated in the past, hey, so be it, whatever the case is, but just as long as you tell me you're not still fucking your ex. Because I had that situation problem in the past with a relationship, and, it ended very badly that way. So I'm just like, hey, you can be, cool with this and that and the other, and, say like, hey, you may still see your ex sometime, or you may still co-parent with each other, but don't tell me y'all are still fucking. That's always been my issue in the past, with significant relationship I had, but generally, as they say, oh, body count matters. How many people have they, been in a relationship with, wherever the case is? Like, I don't give a damn. Like it, because whatever, because it always could be that special one where it's just like, okay, they may have, like combined both of us, each other, may have been with 100 people or something crazy like that. But it's like, hey, we have something special and unique, and we're not fucking anybody else besides each other. That's my whole thing when it comes to, that question there that was asked. Damn, what was the question she asked me? Nice, fun, awful. Damn, what was the question she asked me? Oh, shit. Let's just go with fun. Because I am the fun stuff.
Yeah, it was fun. I didn't really feel like we felt like strangers. You?
The answer isn't part of the survey, sadly.
Okay. I see how this is going. Okay.
And your time is up. Thank you, ladies and gents. Lads, move on to your next table. Your date is awaiting.
Oh,
But are you disappointed?
only because I had more questions. Would you like my social media handle?
She has more questions.
Or I can give you mine.
I never message first.
And I have more
At the Brandy
answers.
Babe Girl.
Brand
In
baby.
detail, honey.
See you later, Ryan.
Hashtag I'm just looking for love, sweetheart. That's the hashtag I'll leave behind with all the dates I've had tonight. Just looking for love, sweetheart. But we'll see how it goes. I think that went pretty well. It's that generic 2020s stock footage. And she starts the date off with reading a book. Oh yeah, I remember this girl. What was her name?
Yeah, I'm Ryan.
Ryan, I'm Kathleen.
Sorry, I just wanted to squeeze in a quick
Psychosis,
page.
sir.
Do you mind if I get to the bottom?
Yeah, by all means, fire away.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. As a matter of fact, it was around Valentine's Day of this year.
All yours.
What are you reading?
Valentine's
The
Day,
Evolution
man.
of Bond-Forming Dynamics Across the 21st Century by Professor Gertrude von Nosselhoff.
Well, it must be a pretty good read if you're sneaking in pages in between dates.
Oh, no. I have to finish it for a seminar tomorrow. I'm a PhD student in behavioral psychology.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this was around like Valentine's Day when I streamed this, and this is part 2. That I think, on the first playthrough, I romanced a soccer girl, Tony. Yeah, we just did her for the first date, even though I really like her because I romanced on the first playthrough. But we'll go ahead and get her out of the way so we can experience more. But I don't know, this playthrough I'm leaning. We'll see how things turn out. But yeah. Basically, it's like maybe every like 3 months or so, I may play this, do like a different playthrough. I won't say 3 months, but because we still got played through his friend, or if you ask me, they look like brother and sister. Him and the other main character that we saw at the very start of the game, they both look like brother and sister to me. I don't care what anybody says, but him and his best friend or whatever, because you got the his side and you got her side. There's a total of 10 dates and stuff like that you can go on, but I'm just like, I want to experience both. But we're gonna see how this plays out. Um, but yeah, the book lady, she needs someone to take her away from her books. Yeah, her and I can. I'm not trying to take her away from the books. I'm trying to go into the books with her, because some of the books she reads, I imagine it's like very, you know, adult fantasy oriented and all that. So it's like, hey, hey, honey, let's go into this book together. I wonder if that's ever a thing. People like reading a book out loud or something like that while they're, you know, doing the nasty and stuff like that, or having an erotic moment. That'd be so fascinating and interesting. But it's like, no, we going into, we not reading a book, we are the book, playing it out live together. It'd be one of those type of things. But yeah, how you doing, Mr. Psychosis, sir? Thank you so much for stopping in, man. I appreciate you. And thank you, old dog, for doing the shout out for Mr. Psychosis. Oh yeah, Angel Raven Rose, you still streaming? Let me do my comment for lurk on yours real quick. Oh wait, you're offline? Oh. Yeah. Well, I'll be looking out for your next stream, Angel Raven Rose. Uh, that's what she tells you. I remember because it's something I can relate to. I can never pry myself away from a book or a game. Nice. Same size. Sorry, I didn't get to see your stream yesterday. Um, yeah. You've been streaming like the. Did you ever finish? So we're done with the. Are we starting the second playthrough of Indiana Jones? Mr. Psychosis, sir? Or we were almost like close towards the end or something? Does it have multiple endings? I assume it doesn't, but it was like the other day when I was on Reddit, somebody said something about like the Indiana Jones games and or the Great Circle one, and they may have been just talking weirdly or whatever, but for some reason I was like, oh wait, that mean it has a second ending, with this and that, I don't know if it has a second ending or not. Damn, what did she ask me? Uh, Caitlin, yeah, what did Caitlin ask me? Show
What
curiosity.
do you
I
think
don't know
of it?
what she asked me.
She has some interesting points. The chapter I'm on
Kathleen,
covers the
not
influence
Caitlin,
of pop
Kathleen.
culture on behavioral modeling and attraction dynamics.
Ah, yes. No, that does sound interesting, but I mean, please don't ask my opinion on it because
Yeah. I wouldn't expect that of you. But if this goes well, maybe you'll learn a little something.
Okay, so you're here because you're looking for a study buddy.
No, quite the opposite. I need someone to keep me out of the library occasionally.
So the age-old
Psychosis, you called it, man. You called it. She needs someone to keep her out of the books.
Balance is best.
No.
You called it, man. Yeah, I remember. Psychosis called it. He was right. It's like, I need someone to keep me out of books. Yes, you remembered it correctly. Now I remember it too. She did say that? Oh. Oh. You remember everything with Psychosis, sir? I gotta pin that comic with the fun trims. Yes. Okay. Work life for no. Let's live life.
Work it's just a necessity. I mean, any moment I'm not in work or on the clock, I can devote to whatever I actually
Okay, you finished it. That's awesome,
So
Mr.
you're a
Psychosis, sir.
at the very most.
I don't think
Indiana
I can
Jones.
stay out of the library that much. Anyway, I have a confession to make.
Okay, already.
Everyone tells me that for whatever reason, I haven't lived.
I don't believe that.
I've never been to a nightclub.
Never. What, your fourth stint as a student and you've never even said...
Can y'all hear the dialogue? Okay, do I need to turn it up? Now I'll turn the brightness up a little bit because I'm just turning up 100% because most of the time I'm not going to be talking during the dialogue. You know, I'm just turning it and turn the brightness up slightly. I'm going to go up to what's this? 125%. No, 130%.
But in a nightclub.
I would rather spend the day in a cafe with a book and my laptop.
This is your halfway warning, guys. Halfway.
So you are still studying to become a more qualified psychologist?
The more you know, the more you earn. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? Sorry, I researched good speed dating questions before tonight.
That's what you
Oh,
got.
what are you crafting, Jazzy Storm?
It sounds a little bit more like you researched good job interview questions instead.
And what you said, yeah, congrats on finishing Indiana Jones and the Fun Circle, Mr. Psychosis Gamer, sir. I eventually want to play it maybe later on this year. I'm getting around to playing that. I played that the Staff of Kings one, which was crazy too because that looks like a PS2 game, but it was released in 2009 on the PS3 and the Xbox 360 and all those other consoles. And I'm like, whoa, what? It was originally released. It's not a remaster or a port or something. So it still has that Indiana Jones feel, but the game is like it's some gameplay elements and mechanics of it that's really bad. You know, and considering it came out the same year as Uncharted, I think it was the first. No, Uncharted 2. I think, yeah, 2009. I'm just like, whoa, but it's still a fun game to play through. But I just look back and I'm like, oh. I'll put a little bit more money into this. This could have been epic. But yeah, I'm eventually getting around to playing that Indiana Jones in the Fun Circle. But bleeding or beating letters for a hat. Oh, really? You're crafting a hat right now, Jazzy Storm? That's awesome. Oh, Manfred, did you mention that last night or the other night on stream? You do like you have like your own personal like hobby and things like that, like you craft and create artwork and different arts and crafts and stuff like that. Whenever you get like free time and stuff. The streamer friends are having an event. Stand up. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, that's the event. Yeah, I remember seeing that y'all had going on. How long you are going to be having that going for, Jazzy Storm? If raised enough, he's going to show his head. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember that was one. Yeah, you sent me the flyer or poster of that too. Yeah. he's gonna shave his head, and like he looked like he had been growing his hair for like years and years. Like I'm talking about years, not just like months or something like that. Like years. Like it's like his head hair is like down past his shoulders, and his beard is like like that Noah's the Ark type of build beard and stuff like this. And you turn first to the 25th. Okay, okay. 21st to the 25th. Okay, I have to keep in mind of that. All right. What question did what's her name? Caitlin. What did she ask me? No, Kathleen. What did she ask me? Famous. Oh, famous man, famous. Let's just go with family. What did I just say? Oh, I forgot. This shows like. So this menu here shows like all your relationships with both characters. Yeah,
I
family
want
man.
a
Be on
happy
the safe
family by
side.
then. I just want to be in a loving relationship and however many kids life blesses me with.
Okay. So say life has blessed you with one child, boy or girl.
Okay, blessed was a bit of a lame choice of words.
No, it was sweet.
Oh, sweet. That's what every guy wants to hear on a first date.
Yeah, once again, what was the question? Let's just go with the initial one.
Am I allowed to say neither? Yeah, I feel like I'd leave them free to decide who they want to be. And if that subscribes to a gender norm, great. And if it doesn't,
If not, that's great too.
then go. Question. How do I know that all of this isn't part of your PhD thesis? That all the guys here aren't just your guinea pigs?
You don't. But a study at the University of Virginia found that we are more intrigued by those whose thoughts and feelings are unclear.
You have a study for everything. Is that supposed to be my key takeaway from today?
I'll offer you a better one. From Professor Nosselhoff. I'll find one from the start of the book. Here we go. This is a good one. When we set off on a journey, we are riddled with excitement or apprehension. Nothing in between.
It's not exactly one you'd read in the toilet, is it?
No, not quite.
Well, that's Nosselhoff's opinion, but I think that apprehension is our body's way of telling us that something is worth doing, despite the risks.
We can actually reprogram our brains to interpret nerves as excitement. They're similar chemicals. I did that before coming tonight.
Would you do that before tests as well, that sort of thing?
Oh, yeah. Very helpful for tests.
It's clever, isn't it?
Brain's clever.
Not mine.
Got 1 minute to go, guys. Just 1 minute.
Well, how do you fancy spending the final minute?
Why not leave that to Professor von Nosselhoff again? Let's get a takeaway from the end of the book.
People only care about the end of the book. I want the answers.
All right.
Right now. Come on. I'm ready.
Final words from the book. Everything is transient. Time, life, relationships, none belong to us. Only our purpose does. Around it, all else is determined.
So the right things will enter the orbit that we create around ourselves. Is that what that means?
Exactly. Every decision we make affects who's pulled into that orbit, whether we know it or not. The quote is actually really relevant to my life. I'm finally focusing on my orbit and mine alone. Thanks for listening.
No problem. And I'm glad to hear you're doing that.
That's your lot. Ladies and gents, time's up. Let's be moving on.
This was fun, Ryan.
Yes, it was. It was really great to meet you, Kathleen.
So I'm not the biggest social media user, but they say that's the best way to keep in touch nowadays.
What does Professor von Nosselhoff say?
Who do you think I got it from? At Kathleen Parker 88.
Okay. I got it. Have a nice evening.
You too.
She likes him. She likes him. But oh yeah. By the way, I forgot to mention Jazzy Storm here. I met her the other night. I ran out to her stream the other night. She also plays Paleo on PlayStation as well. So
Good evening.
I know you had a couple of games you had to play through.
Evening.
Let me pause this real quick. I know you had a couple of games you had to play through L-Dog, so you can make space on your PlayStation to download another game. But yeah, she's played through it like she's a high level player. She's very knowledgeable in it, and she was actually giving me tips and hints and what to do the other night. So she'd be awesome to play with whenever you get. Oh, I gotta go. Yeah, so she'd actually be awesome for us to play with and collaborate with sometimes. Um, because she's an experienced player in Paleo, and like I said, I think you like that game as well. And it's like I said, it's free to play and it's cross play. But yeah, she also plays on PlayStation, so it. Oh, you play on Switch? Oh, okay. So I might be My apologies. I might have been mistaken with someone else. Like I could have sworn you said you play on PlayStation. Now, I did I rate I read did I rate you right, Jason Storm, or was it I remember. Oh, so you started on Switch, okay. But no, you currently play on PlayStation right now, right? JC Storm. Okay, you're not on PlayStation. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. Because like I said, yeah, I got confused there for a second. I was like, I know I rated like you or someone else playing Paleo the other night when I did that Paleo stream a couple nights ago. But I was like, wait, what? But yeah, so Jazzy Storm, she has a lot of experience in that game, so she could teach us the ropes on how to play it and do this and that. Because Jazzy Storm, you said you can play up to like a party of 4, if I'm not mistaken. So, and the fact you play on PlayStation makes it easier because we'll be able to use the PlayStation party chat. Because for some reason, Discord on the PlayStation, it doesn't allow Discord party members' audio to be shared on a PlayStation streamer's stream for some reason. It has something to do with the PlayStation Discord privacy settings or something. I don't know. Because there's a couple other people I know that PlayStation streamers that they play with people on different platforms, but they have to use Discord, and they basically use their phones to be able to let people on their Discord chat be able to hear and stuff. It's crazy. But yeah, whenever in the future or whatnot, you get a chance to Jazzy Storm and L Dog, whenever all of us or whatnot or anyone else y'all know, whenever any of us want to team up on Paleo and go on there, play that game together, and start a new. How does it work though? Do you have to start a new world, or can they join your existing world on Paleo, Jesse Storm? I'm not 100% sure how it works. Let me know. But yeah, in the future, because matter of fact, Jesse Storm, she's streaming on Twitch. What she streams on Twitch, and she's working her way to affiliate and everything like that. So we want to get her to affiliate and everything like that. So whenever we can do collaboration streams together, that'd be awesome and everything. But yeah, just let me know. Doesn't matter because that count as server base. Yeah, script up does. Yeah, time it is server base. Okay. Okay, yeah, so it's server base. Okay, yeah, so we'll have to set up a day and night. Well, be honest, most of the times I'm able to stream at nights, usually after like 10 o'clock Central Time, which sometimes that can conflict with a lot of people's schedules, but we'll just have to pick a night when it's convenient for you and also L Dog and anyone else that you potentially have interest in your community joining and everything. But yeah, just let me know. That way we can set it up and everything. And like I said, yeah, because I'm all about supporting my fellow streamers, especially PlayStation streamers. Because we have the most difficult time when it comes to the the whole streaming concept and everything. There's a lot more hurdles and obstacles that we have to go to. Not saying that I don't love and support everyone on all other platforms, but specifically my fellow PlayStation streamers and friends and everything. Like we have to like collide together and everything, and just lift each other up, and that's what I'm always about. And like I said, with the Discord on PlayStation, it just doesn't work. So everyone in that Discord call won't be able to be heard on stream unless like some of my other friends, they use their phone and they turn it all the way up, and so that way you can hear them in the background. But the problem is the audio isn't as good because it isn't directly coming through the stream. So um, not saying I'm not open to playing with people on other platforms. I am, but it's just the voice chat and party chat issue is kind of the obstacle and hurdle when it comes to that. So whenever I have people that are on the PlayStation platform, and as a fellow streamer or just a member of the community that wants to be on stream and collab together and everything, I'm always up for it because the logistics of it is so much more easier. But thank you for all that. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Did you ever get a shout? Hold on, let me check and see. Did we ever get your shout out, Jazzy? Hold on, let me check. Okay, I'll wait 10 minutes for. Oh, okay, L Dog, you did one earlier, or either you or Psychosis. Yeah, thank you for doing for Jazzy Storm earlier.
Host.
But yeah, we'll have to set it up,
Derek,
Jazzy Storm.
am
Just
I in
let me know.
No,
You got my
no.
PlayStation
But,
Network.
unfortunately, the lady that was sat at this
messenger
table,
thing.
she had
So
to leave early.
just let me know.
I'm sorry.
Right. So are you filling in for her? Did she pull a runner when she saw me?
No, nothing of the sort. She is a musician. Had a gig to get to.
Well, that is pretty fair. That's a good alibi.
How did the rest of them go? Find what you're looking for?
Oh, is she the last one?
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of glad about that because I don't really know how many more I had left in me.
Well, I'm sure you made a fantastic impression.
Yeah, no, I've met some great people, but I think it's just too early to tell.
Speed dating is just to pique curiosity rather than find love.
It's just like a little teaser, isn't it? You just kind of just get to know them, and just as you're getting there,
it's like tapas, I like to say.
Well, a little bit of everything.
Love tapas, yeah. Some olives.
I do have to call you out though, because there's some times when the date's going well, and then just then I hear you screaming out. Give me like an extra 30 seconds. I need to be able to give you a signal or something. How long have you been hosting?
I have lots of hosting experience, but specifically the speed dating stuff, just at the beginning of lockdown.
So those were digital, I presume?
Mm-hmm. Correct. For me, finding love is the most formative journey of our lives, and I just wanted to help people continue that journey, despite the circumstances. Having said that, there is no real substitute for meeting someone special in person.
So from these, have you ever had any marriages develop?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've had a couple. Even a couple of babies named after me. Yeah. Need to put it in my bio. Pregnancy facilitator, Derek.
You really don't, because that sounds like something that would be on a T-shirt on a lad's holiday.
The stag do T-shirts. You're right. Okay.
Duped into coming here this evening. I thought I was going out for a drink with my best mate Misha, and here I am. She's actually somewhere here. She's on a date somewhere. I don't know. But
well, I love a strong male-female friendship. Do you prefer the company of women or men?
Come again?
Oh, sorry. I'll rephrase. Who do you feel like you naturally engage with more easily?
I mean, honestly, I engage with anyone. I mean, obviously, he's probably talking romantically or whatever, but at the end of the day, I engage with anyone. It doesn't always have to be romantic or non-romantic, whatever the case is. I don't know. That's just a weird question. I mean, I assume he means romantically, but it's just like, I love everyone. Oh, you say you're going to play after this letter? Okay, well, I'll be looking out for you. Yeah, if you're going to be streaming it out pretty soon or whatnot, I'll keep an eye out for you for the raid, Jazzy Storm. Miss Jazzy Storm, I keep an eye out for the raid. Yeah,
I could shoot
anyone.
the shit with
I
anyone.
don't.
But no, but like
I
with your
love
job, you
everyone.
must be the same.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, no one's going to enjoy an event if they can't approach their host. So I think it's the suit as well.
It is something. Well, I am glad you felt you could approach me too.
Oh, you made it very easy. Thank you, Ryan.
You are welcome, Derek.
Shit. You are halfway, guys. Halfway. God. Don't tell anyone I forgot.
Your secret is safe with me.
Thanks.
So tell me, what is the best way to approach all of this?
Well, aside from being yourself.
Well, let me rephrase that. Do you have any less crap advice?
No, I don't. Sorry. The thing is, there's so many different types of personalities in here. One person's poison might be another person's paradise.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
Okay, I'll pose you this. Are you looking for someone more lively or laid back? Because that may decide what kind of energy you want to exude yourself. Now, both are brilliant, but markedly different.
I think I like to dominate in most situations, so probably someone who's a little bit more laid back would be helpful, but not someone who is a pushover.
They do often say that relaxed people are more confident, successful, sexy, even.
You talk from experience.
Yeah. First time.
I was wondering, has hosting these made you, like, an expert in romance?
What, like some kind of love guru? No. No.
No, come on. You must have more insight than the average guy. Okay, wait. Okay. Has it ever helped in your personal life?
Sadly, no. No, it's still very single. Why, did you have someone in mind for me?
Yeah. Misha. She would love to meet you. She's here. I can introduce you.
I'm sure Misha's fab, but I won't be interested.
It's a bit mean. What's wrong with her?
Well, she's a her.
Yeah, sorry. No, I shouldn't have assumed. That was silly of me.
You're fine. Totally fine.
So what other events do you host?
So a lot for the queer community. So we do a lot of, obviously, speed dating. We do traffic light parties, lock and key parties, all sorts, really. Okay, it is your final minute, guys. Final minute. Need to stop forgetting. Sorry, what were we?
We were talking about your queer events.
Yes. Yeah, you should come sometime.
Sorry, are you assuming that I'm still going to be single after this?
I don't know, maybe see it as a safety net.
Honestly, I'd like to go to one of those just to see how it is.
You know,
Because
just so long
it's all
you're
about
hosting, of course.
exploring
Naturally.
what you are and what you can be and everything like that. So I got no calls
And
to it,
that,
you know.
ladies and gents,
Oh,
is
shit, a fucking
the
button
end
check.
of tonight's
Ah!
event. I've been Derek. Get home safe, and hope you had a good time.
Man, the bot.
Thanks, Derek. I'm actually kind of glad that the musician bailed.
Oh, she was lovely.
Man, the bot.
But I'm kind of glad too. But that is totally against the rules for me to say that.
Is it also against the rules for me to ask for your socials?
No. At D-More Events.
Got it.
I am being honest, like, he's a pretty good looking guy, you know, and everything. Like, he.
So
I'm
what about
not
you? Tell me
opposed
about
to
your
complimenting a handsome gentleman.
Well, now let me tell you about Tony. She is a football player.
Wow.
Professional.
Okay,
Wow.
so tell
She
me
was
that
just
they
quite
don't
laid back,
kind of look similar to each other, brother and sister.
Sort of person who was like, give as good as you can get, you know?
That sounds fun. Do you think there might be a future with the footballer?
I mean, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but yeah, I'd love to see her again.
Aww.
There was Brandy. Let me tell you about Brandy. My God, she would put you to shame the amount of work she would do. She is a crypto trading beautician, and she's studying as well.
Wow, what a combination.
I don't even know how she finds the time to do all of it.
Was there a spark?
Yeah, there was. I liked her. She'd make you raise your game, you know.
And your game needs to be raised.
Well, so you keep telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and an absolutely nuts thing happened. I was supposed to be meeting for this day this musician, but she bailed.
Mm.
And then, do you remember the host?
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek is his name. So I was sitting there, and he came up and told me about a girl who had to leave. And then we sat down, we just started talking.
You and Derek.
Yeah,
God,
he's just.
Love that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you saw plenty of him as well. He's a cool guy. He's very, very suave.
So, would there be more with Derek?
Maybe, yeah.
Love that for you.
Yeah, thank you. There was Azalea.
Mm.
Yeah, she was something else. She brought her own kombucha. She had her own goblet that she brought.
Goblet?
Yeah, with a crow on it. It's just very different, but it was really interesting because it wasn't like any of the other dates I went on.
Was there chemistry over kombucha?
Yeah, I guess you could say there was a little bit of chemistry, yeah. I could see it going somewhere.
Hmm.
There was Kathleen, who was a PhD student studying psychology. She was reading on our date. She was just very smart. It was a little bit intimidating.
Do you think there'll be more from Kathleen?
There could be. Yeah, I mean, I kind of felt like, yeah, we got on well.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is.
So, what's the next move?
I don't really know. I kind of have a few options, so...
Mr. Popular.
Yeah, well, you know, what can I say? I guess I just need to think about it a little bit and see where I go from there. Yeah.
Proud of you.
Peace.
I don't give a damn what anybody says. They are brother and sister. Real life brother and sister. They just seem too similar, not only in physical looks wise, but just personality wise. I don't know. They're brother and sister. And if you tell me they're not, fuck off. No, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, they're brother and sister. I feel that way. Alright, so I think I have the option amongst everyone. So I definitely want to go back out with Kathleen again. Tony, I already did her. Mandy. 7 posts, over 11,000 views, over 6,000 followers. My girl likes to live the high life. Let's go on a second day with Brandy and Kathleen. I prefer my content at 7 posts, over 500 views, over 288 followers. Yeah, so Kathleen seems a lot more closely to me because she's just very like confident within herself. Doesn't get too else about and plus she's very smart because I need a very smart woman because like she's got like PhDs and all that or what she's doing or something like I think she works at a college or something like that. She's working on PhD or close to it. Brandy, at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, say like I mean not Brandy, but Caitlin or Kathleen. At the end of the day, it's like when we get old and all that stuff, and it comes down to it, and but her being the higher brain capacity and being smarter, I'm more likely gonna be the one that gets like Alzheimer's and lose my mind and shit like that before her. So I need someone, looking after me and and it's like, hey, I can leave my, wealth in the estate and life insurance, all that stuff behind with her because she'll still, say like if I go, I know for a fact Kathleen is gonna live for at least another, 10, 15 years after that. Like now, we may never have kids with each other. We're not gonna. Kathleen seems like the type like she wants to like just experience life and everything. 'Cause I look at this picture right here. It's like she's on the beach. Who's she on the beach with? Fashion show right there. So Kathleen likes to live the good life and all that stuff. And it's like, yo, let's live all that. Let's go through the motions of all that. But finished first 7 episodes of better motherfucking Call Saul.
I'm working late tonight, but if you
wait, first 7 episodes. You mean season 5, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
So it's 0797 567 660.
Got it. All right, cool. Hit you up.
Yeah. See, Brandy. Nope. She about to get the rocks kicked out of her. Already flirting with another dude or whatever. It's like, damn, I was on my way, and you're not. She may not have been flirting with dude. We don't know. We'll see how this plays out. I'm gonna take a quick break here, and everyone go use the potty, go smoke half a joint, and realize how much Brandy is screwing me, and maybe Kathleen may screw me as well. Well, in terms of like my heart and emotions. I don't think either woman wants to go on the third date with me, but we'll see. But then again, what's his name? Nick, or what's our main character's name? He's a pretty good looking dude. He's a pretty handsome looking guy. Yeah, 'cause like I said, me myself, I'm not afraid to when I see another good looking man, I'm not afraid to compliment him. But at the same time, it's like, hey, how do you execute that in personality, sir? That's the way I always look at it. I'll be right back, everyone. But yeah, hey the band, enjoy the break. Night, everybody. Yeah, good night, L Dog. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. And like I said, you get a chance to download Paleo and Among Us. Both are free to play and cross play. Hopefully in the future we can play with some of the other streamers or whatnot that are out. On other platforms or just PlayStation streamers in general. But yeah, let me know, Miss L Dog. If you can download those or matter of fact, I don't know if you deleted It Takes Two for right now because I missed that. I think it was part 5 or 6 or something. It expired, so I didn't get a chance to upload that. So maybe sometime later on this year or next year we'll replay through that again. I don't know, but you can go ahead and delete It Takes Two. We'll play that for another time. So therefore, that should make space for another game like Paleo, or shit. What was the other game I mentioned? Yeah, Paleo. The other game I mentioned. Yeah, so just delete that. It Takes Two for right now, and that should make a little space. But yeah. I mean, like I said, because I missed uploading that part to YouTube. I mean, we could still finish it or whatever, but I don't know. I feel kind of defeated on that game, but yeah, you can delete it, if you want, and we'll play something else, like Paleo or I forget what that other game I mentioned. But yeah, good night, Miss L Dog, and till next time. But yeah, everyone, I'm gonna take a quick break, real quick. I'll be right back.
Careful. Hey, you right?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Were you ordering drinks from him?
No, I was waiting for you. I wouldn't order for someone before they arrived.
Alright. I'm back, everyone. Bit longer than usual. We should be done with this within the next half hour. These FMV games are pretty short. Among Us. Are you talking about Among Us, Jesse Storm? Hey, Paul Omega. Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by, man. I appreciate you. Let me give you a shout out real quick. Matter of fact, are you streaming right now? So let me pull you up. Oh, you were streaming earlier. Pal World or Fun World, as they call it. I'm waiting on them to release the crossplay update for that game. So therefore, I can check it out for myself and everything. Because I don't know if they've released a crossplay update for that. Got to play on PlayStation, so it'd be nice whenever they eventually release the crossplay update for that. But yeah, how you doing, Paul Omega? Thank you so much for stopping by, man. I appreciate you, and happy Fun Day Sunday, Monday, and Fun Day every day to you, sir. Really, thank you, man. All love to you as well, Paul Omega. Blessings to you, sir. Thank you. Oh, sorry, I'm just chilling, finish eating, and oh, you just finished eating too. What'd you eat? Yeah, I got a couple pieces of cube steak and some squash that I made from earlier. I'm gonna go snack on a little bit as soon as we finish this. I think it's less than a half hour left on this. All right, what am I doing? What am I on a date with? Oh, Brandy. Oh yeah, she was just talking to some guy. You know what? Accept whatever.
So he was asking for your
Talk to
number.
her if she wants.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't stand much of a chance, does he? Have you seen me?
You're right. Yeah, but because he isn't my type. Not because you are. That wasn't my real number anyway. So, how's your week been?
Bit of work, now a bit of dating. Yours?
You should know how my week's been. I put it all on social media.
You spotted my likes.
I like to monitor my metrics.
Leftover pizza, yes. I pinned that comment, Paul Omega.
I'll just
Leftover
have a
pizza is so
tonic water.
awesome. I'll probably have that tomorrow night. Some frozen pizza. I got a couple
Can we
frozen
get
pizzas.
a tonic water, please?
I'll probably have
and a
tomorrow
beer?
night.
Thank you.
Or tonight, as they say.
Well, my week has been standard as yours. Regular hours at the salon, after hours studying, and when I can, checking the crypto markets. So this is my self-care time.
Oh, God, I hope not to disappoint.
Oh, you won't. Because I am having fun tonight, whether you like it or not.
I like your style. What is a good two-player game?
Something simple, like higher or lower, so we can still chat. I mean, we could make it more interesting, I guess.
What, like strip, higher or lower?
Points. 1 for each correct guess. First person to get 3 ahead wins.
Why am I noticing that you have made all of the rules since our speed date?
Get used to it. I'm a fair person, though, so I will give you a secret about myself for every correct guess.
Fair?
Okay, so
You
yeah,
go
she
first.
did mention these deck
Is
of
the
cards in
next
the first
card
date that we
higher
had.
or lower?
Yeah.
7 is the tricky one.
We'll see how this
There's
turns
a
out.
pretty even amount of cards higher and lower. Higher.
I'm just gonna pick random choices at this point.
You just love to see it. Secret, please.
All right. First secret. My love language is acts of service, and my favorite act is breakfast in bed.
Noted. But now you have an ace, the highest value card.
Which means the next card is lower by default. I guess lower.
My guess took more skill than that.
So?
So what, 4 is pretty low.
Not the lowest, though.
Higher. It has to be higher. And what, now you've got a 2, the lowest value card.
Which means the next card is higher by default. I guess higher.
Honestly, this is just unfair.
You saw me shuffling. It's all about how the cards fall.
This is a game more about luck than skill, isn't it?
There's tactical risk, too. I mean, are you a lucky person?
Well, I would say luck comes in many forms.
It does, but generally, do you land on your feet a lot?
I am a young man living in London with a roof over my head. I would say all of that is pretty good fortune.
But what about specifics? What you've gotten versus what you wanted?
That's actually a pretty good way to calculate luck. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of things that I wish I'd gotten, you know, a job or, I don't know, like trivial things, presents. What about you? Do you have any first world problems that you wish you had a little bit more luck with?
Plenty, but they don't bother me. They're stupid. Your guess?
What do we have? The last card was a 9.
Odds favour lower, but you've still got 10 and the other honor cards, which are higher.
You said you just started playing a Fun World, Palm Omega. Oh, damn, I almost dropped my controller. Yeah. So you say you just started playing Fun World, Palm Omega. Yeah, I'm eventually I still got it on my wish list. I'm eventually check it out when it gets this crossplay update. Well, from my understanding, it has the crossplay update, but there's some issues with the PlayStation side of it, so I'm kind of waiting it out, filling it out, just to see, they work it out. But yeah, I look forward to playing that. Another one similar to is My Time at Senrock, or My Time at Funrock, as I like to call it. It's also crossplay. It's I mean, of course, you have to own the base game to be able to play the multiplayer side of it, but it's another fun, cozy, open world crafting exploration game. I'm always, looking for people to play that with. I think L-Dog, eventually she's gonna get it. Maybe not this month, but next month or something like that. She's eventually gonna get it. So, whenever she gets it, anyone else is, ready to join us on that series, more than welcome. I mean, we already started playing Grounded, which we started at about like a week or two ago. We'll probably, maybe play that sometime this week whenever she's available and free. But, that's another game that's awesome and fantastic, and it's crossplay too as well. Yeah, I mean, you and your wife play Palm Omega? I have not done much on Fun World. Yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to trying it at some point. But like I said, it's all about just building up other people's interests is willing to join us on those fantastic adventures. So yeah, whenever me and the L Dog, whenever we get a Fun World, as I like to say, whenever we get that game, if you and your wife, Paul and Omega, will be open and welcome to allowing us into your world and everything like that. Like we look forward to it. If you know open to it and everything, and also too, if you have my time at Senrock, anyone that has a game, I'm looking to start a multiplayer world with that as well. But yeah.
Laura.
Yes, yes,
Shoulda
sir. Most
gambled.
definitely, Paul
Wanna
Omega.
see how
Yes,
it's done?
sir.
Higher. A queen or a queen?
Okay, look, I am still hanging on by a thread. Queen. I mean, it doesn't really get much higher than that.
Oh, so you said you're showing all the ropes and everything, trying to. Yeah, you probably have to do the same thing with me and L Dog or whoever else comes and plays with us because like that game is there's a lot of intricacies to it. Some people compare it as a Pokemon clone, but I'm like, it doesn't seem like a Pokemon clone. I mean, some of the characters, the monsters, the pals, they call them, they look similar to Pokemons or Pocket Monsters, but they're not quite that. So, it's major difference. And there's also a crafting and survival mechanic in that game, from my understanding, too. Well, a lot of people leave out. So, I'm looking forward to trying it someday.
Higher. Ah, no!
And he goes out in a blaze of glory. Lower.
Shit.
I appreciate you.
Name your prize.
How about you have to be my personal waiter for the evening?
What can I get you, madam?
I have had this deck of cards for years, so some of the cards have scuffs that I recognize.
So that is how you guess so many right. You hustled me.
Oh no, I don't know all of them, but it might have influenced some of my guesses.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, yeah, it's like some people compare like the Pokemon, like a Pokemon clone, but it's like it has a lot more dynamic features and aspects to it that makes it stand alone to Pokemon. My apologies if I wasn't making that like or communicating that clearly or anything like that. Like I said, I'm half high and I had a beer or two, so I'm a little buzzed. But no, yeah, like you're exactly right, Jazzy Storm. I'm afraid I'm pinning that comment. Because yeah, like you said, it's like Ark meets Pokemon. I did play a little bit of Ark Survival back in the day. It's kind of like the like you're playing with dinosaurs and stuff like that on Ark. Futuristic dinosaurs to a certain extent, But I like that game. I liked it. I to be honest, I'd have to have like several people be like, "Hey, let's start a community or something like that on there," to be able to go back into playing it. But yeah, like you described it perfectly. It's like Ark meets Pokemon.
So, is that vodka martini, is it, madam?
Yes, please.
How many years did when did Ark first come out, Jazzy Storm? Was it back during the pandemic or earlier than that? And I know they released the PS5 version, Survival Evolved or something.
That was a really fun night.
Yeah, it was.
What's
I'll
the
give you
history
most
of that
credit.
game?
It did all start with your game.
I know it did. This is where you tell me you also had a great night?
Yeah, I thought that was implied.
I'm not a mind reader.
You live just up the road, right?
I do. You can walk me to my door.
Oh, they may like each other. Yeah. Temtem. I played Temtem. Matter of fact, I streamed that like a couple months ago. I think it was back in December or something like that last year. Which I plan to stream it again. I'm looking for someone to play through the campaign with me on it. That's on PlayStation. Because I still have it. But yeah, Temtem. I had fun with it.
No, I was just passing time with a bit of people watching. I love thinking about what brought all these humans to cross paths with me.
She's looking at what caused all these humans to cross paths with her. Kathleen, what the hell are we talking about? But tell me more, Kathleen.
Do you have any good stories?
Yeah, Temtem.
Yeah, that
I want to play that sometime this week. You know.
They're having a relationship showdown. When they arrived, he was really physically affectionate with her. But then as she became more animated, he withdrew into himself.
Do you think it's over?
She'll hear him out, but her body language suggests she's made up her mind. How do you take breakups?
Wait. I want to know, is there anything that he could do that could save the relationship?
It really depends on how unhappy she is.
Oh, you still have the game downloaded, Jazzy Storm? So you could potentially help me out on it? Well, hey, if, let me see, let's say Monday, I mean, what's your availability looking like this week? Because, yeah, like I said, most of the time I'm on here at nights. So, I mean, I forget what time zone you're in. But, yeah, like, hey, we could potentially, like, stream that to do, like, a collaboration stream on that together. We could do that stream together feature. So, therefore, we share chat, and therefore, my viewers in chat is also your viewers in chat. That type of that stream together feature. But I mean, you got my PSN or whatnot. Just shoot me a message, even if I'm not online. I still got the PSN app on my phone, so I can see whenever someone sends me messages. Here, I mean, sometimes when it works, sometimes it's delayed or something. But yeah, if you're free sometime this week, even tomorrow. I mean, well, technically Monday, but hey, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever, just let me know when you're free sometime this week, so that way I can kind of plan around that, and we can both do a collaboration stream on that together. If you're open for it. All right. Damn, what question was Kathleen asking me? Well, badly, never been dumped. Let's just shoot well.
If someone doesn't want to be in the relationship, I don't think there's any point trying to make them stay. I think you have to respect their decision. And I think you need to respect yourself enough to walk away.
That takes a lot of maturity, especially through something that can feel humiliating. Unless you weren't that invested in the first place and she did you a favor.
No comment.
Cheers.
It's very good wine.
It is French.
My knowledge on wine is not fantastic.
Old world would be like French, like European.
California newer.
Yeah.
How is the studying going?
Well, I've been living in the library, but what's new there? We did cover an interesting topic, though. You know how we have different styles of learning and communication? Well, broadly speaking, there are two distinct ways of thinking, emotional or rational.
Okay, can you tell what I am?
I can evaluate you, but I take no responsibility if you don't like the results.
No, except that we are on a second date, so a bad evaluation also reflects on you.
That is true. All right, let's do this. So, How are you at making new...
Active with my company.
No, you have to pick one side of the spectrum.
Okay, let's see, definitely, but they're not getting sued. Oh, I think aren't they still going? No, Power World or Fun World. They're the ones that's trying to get sued by or getting sued actually by Nintendo because they're going through the whole spectrum with them because Nintendo's being like, yeah, you copied to us, but it's like, hey, Nintendo, if y'all made a better game, then hey, we wouldn't have any issues. But all y'all had to do just make a better game, Nintendo, instead of releasing the same tired system. And not granted, the Pokemon games, they have their niche and their aspect to them that is forever gonna be loved. But I'm all for innovation in the genre, in the series, or in the genre, in the video game industry. Like we need innovation and creativity that sparks future delights in life. That's just the reality of it. It's like, yo, y'all have remained stagnant. Y'all have remained stagnant on the Pokemon series for many years. And it's like, besides adding a new few Pokemon here and there, maybe one or two gameplay elements, which really aren't that significant, it's like, no, don't, block these other creative developers just trying to go beyond what you've established, but in a different way. And that's my whole problem with, Nintendo and everything. Like I said, no offense to anyone or whatnot that may love Nintendo hardcore, whatever the case is, but it's like, no, if it's like, okay, like introduce better crafting and survival and open, like y'all want to make an open world Pokemon game. That last one, what was it, Arceus, Pokemon Arceus or Arclight or whatever it was. That was supposed to be semi-open world, whatever. It's like, from my understanding, it didn't do too well, and everything. Or in terms of the fans and how everyone loved it, it's like, no, like we got to be better than this. Like, introduce better things. Y'all got so much money to back y'all compared to these other studios, these indie studios is coming up with these games that is exceeding y'all. So it's like, no, fuck no, y'all can't get jealous of this shit. Fucking Nintendo. Ah, shit, I'm just dropping control. So, oh, okay, so you said you tried to facts. They tried to sue Tim. Suing everyone. Yeah, they suing everyone. I'm just like, what the fuck? That's not necessary. Just because someone does something better than, what you do, doesn't mean it's like, oh, I'm going to go hate on them or sue them or whatever the case is. It's like, no, I'm going to encourage them to, exceed and go better and higher. But also, like, hey, if I made same as that developer, they borrowed a few, yeah, okay, they borrowed a few elements from Pokemon, but they made those elements and features and aspects that they borrowed from Pokemon, they made it their own. They made it unique. So it's like, it's not like they're blatantly ripping them off. It's like, granted, some of the monsters do look similar to some of the Pokemon in the main series, but it's like they make them different enough. And the fact that they're innovating and constantly adapting and moving forward, the genre, the open world crafting exploration game that Pokemon was supposed to be. The fact that this other studio, I can't think of the name of the studio developer that Power World is developed by, but it's like, like fucking Nintendo, like, bro, ain't y'all got better? Y'all got the launch of the Nintendo Switch coming up, and y'all are worried about that. It's like, y'all should be like Mario Kart 8 World or whatever, Mario Kart 8 releasing at $80. It's like, bro, y'all should be more worried about that. Making it justify for it. It's so messed up. But I believe that'd be okay. The Power World developers, I believe they'll be okay because otherwise they wouldn't have put the game out if they didn't know that they were okay and safe from certain circumstances and everything like that. So and all that litigation and all that shit. I believe they'll be okay. But it's just like I said, they're the defining standard. Is like, hey, we're advancing creative arts forward. We don't need to have a patent like set back on us, like how the Shadow of Mordor games, Warner Brothers put a patent on the Nemesis system. It's like, why y'all do that? Now all the game developers, can't use the Nemesis system. Otherwise, they have to make it completely different and rework it. It's like, come on, like, stupid. And in fact, they haven't done anything with the Nemesis system since 2017 when Shadow of War released. That's almost 10 years. So it's like, what the fuck? Y'all just bought that patent just to buy it? And you haven't done nothing with it in almost a decade? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, no. Stop being petty and jealous to block other creatives just because. It's crazy. Anyway,
I mean, I can socialize when I need to.
As we can see.
Yes.
Okay, it was Arceus.
Most of the time, I would prefer my own company. I mean, I guess you could call me a loner.
No, not at all. I definitely appreciate an introverted energy.
What's the next question?
This is a good one. Does seeing other people cry move you to cry yourself?
Okay, that is very specific.
Oh, these questions are rooted in psychological study.
Yeah, sometimes when I see other people cry, I start volunteers myself.
I definitely cry with people. A really good friend of mine had a kid a couple of years ago, and his name is Harry. And I was invited to his nursery school's sports day, and they had a race at one stage. So they had all the kids were involved. So some kids could only crawl, some could walk, and then some were in between. So they gave them like a stroller.
That is so sweet and very inclusive.
Very inclusive, yes. My friend's little son, Harry, was on the stroller. So he kind of was at that stage where he could like stand up and like a little drunk fella and kind of like have to hold on to things. So the race starts, and one of the walking kids just tears off straight past him. So Harry kind of fell over. Yes, and so when he was getting back up, he couldn't get the stroller back up. So he just started walking for the first time.
No way.
No, he did. And my friend went to the finish line and was waiting for him and was calling, was like, Harry, come on, Harry.
Oh, God. Did he catch up to the walker?
No. No. He made it there in the end, and then my friend started crying.
Excuse me, just popping to the loo.
Yeah, thank you so much, Paul McMahon. I appreciate you for stopping by. Thank you. Thanks for the work. Actually, I'll be looking out for your next stream. I missed it tonight because circumstance and everything, but I'll be looking out for you. But thank you so much for stopping by, Paul Omega. Make sure I get your shout out real quick. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna drop my controller. I'm gonna dump my controller. Make sure I get your shout out real quick. Okay, 13 minutes ago. Yeah, okay, so it was recently. But yeah, thank you so much, Paul Omega, and till next time, have fun in the world. And like I said, what was that game? Power World or Grounded? It was another game that you mentioned. Yeah, if you're ever open to playing with like I said, L-Dog, and myself, L-Dog and I, or some other people that join us sometimes, we're more only thing about it. If you're on Discord, it may be kind of an issue because Discord party chat for some reason isn't heard on PlayStation, which I don't know why, but it's weird how it works. But yeah, just let me know in the future and everything like that. Am I part of your Discord channel too? I don't know if I can check. I didn't know if you had a Discord or not, or if I was already a part of it. But yeah, thank you so much, Paul Omega, and good night. I think I'm going to sleep instead of streaming. I got done with all those. Oh, you did, Jesse Storms. Okay. You guys send me the final result of your project and everything that you've been working on, Jesse Storm. Got finished with all the letters. But yeah, Apollo Omega and Jazzy Storm and everyone else that's in stream right now, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I understand if you have to, lurk, or going to bed for a night. Or the case is, we're almost through this game. I just gotta keep instead of taking these pause and breaks, I gotta keep powering through it because this is the. It's not the last day, but we got one more date besides this in case or if we decide to choose a romance. But we'll see. But thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by. I appreciate every single one of y'all. And I'll have the VOD of this saved on my channel and eventually upload it to my YouTube channel. For anyone that's interested in going back and seeing the part that they missed and everything. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate every single one of them.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
What did I miss?
Not much. So what's next?
Here's a big one. Are you a planner or a spur-of-the-moment person?
So am I calculated or spontaneous?
That's a more erudite way of putting it.
Erudite, what?
Like articulate.
Yes, articulate, yes. I have to admit, I am a serial planner. Even things you didn't think could be planned, I will have a spreadsheet, I will have a schedule, I will have everything.
Do you break down all of your dates into a spreadsheet?
No, come on, that's too much even for me. Do people do that?
Oh, you'd be shocked.
Do you?
Next up, do you like to actively or passively participate in a narrative? So if someone is telling a story, how does it unfold in your head?
Like, do I experience it in the first or the third person?
Exactly. Do you actively visualize yourself in the action, or do you passively absorb it from a distant perspective?
Oh, I think I'm definitely passive. I just like to sit back, watch the movie unfold, and I just don't overthink it.
I'm the same. I have enough to experience in my own life without transposing myself into others. Final question, Ryan.
Feet don't fail me now.
You can't fail.
Don't make it less dramatic.
Do you get impatient with people less efficient than yourself?
Like how the waiter hasn't taken our food order yet.
Oh, awkward. I think it's order at the bar.
Ooh, I guess I'll let him off that one then. I think getting impatient is pointless. Like, what do you actually gain from getting upset at someone else's shortcomings? It doesn't change anything.
Very little. You just overburden yourself with angst.
Or, you just end up discouraging others.
Patience is a virtue.
So, what is the verdict?
Based on your answers, you are a rational thinker. You are logic-focused and pragmatic. You prefer to analyze concrete details in a situation.
Is that good for dating?
Some people date successfully by ticking a set of boxes.
Okay, but you also need an emotional connection too.
Yeah, like anything, you need an emotional connection to balance out the rationality.
So yours was particularly about like the pop culture influence on behavioral
modeling and attraction dynamics.
Oh yes, I think they hit it.
Really relevant right now,
yes.
Especially with like all the reality dating shows.
Like, what do you do if you're not studying?
I like to read, which is just studying, isn't it?
Far off it.
Yeah.
They definitely hit it off. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. So we're gonna see who we're gonna go with for.
No commentary, please.
He's scrolling.
Scrolling back. Oh.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'm counting down some shit. I didn't want to eat a full course meal because I got the muffins. Kathleen or Brandy? Shit. I'm gonna go with Kathleen. Oh, let's do it.
Push the button. Push the button. Don't make me do it. The button. Ready?
No, wait.
Go!
Hello, Kathleen.
They are brother and sister. I don't
Is
give a
Ryan here
damn what you
speaking.
say.
How are you doing? I'm fine. I was wondering if you were free at all this week, and if you wanted to maybe meet up and maybe get dinner, you know, take a break from the library. Yeah? Okay, yes, that sounds great. I will get back in touch and I'll send you on some details or something. Okay, bye. Ah!
Amazing.
That's a relief.
Amazing.
God.
You did sound like you were
We
saying
did
amazing.
it!
She said yes,
I'll
though.
send you on
We
some
got a
details.
third
I
date.
didn't know what to say. What do you say?
Always the quiet ones, Kathleen.
Evening.
Yeah. Good evening yourself.
Lovely little spot you found here, right at the bar.
Yes, this is where all the action is. Oh, would you like a drink?
Oh, yes, please.
Nibbles?
Oh, always.
What would you like?
White wine, please.
White wine. I don't think I've ever had white wine before. Has anyone had white wine
Very
before?
much, sir.
I have.
Ooh, chili on tortilla chips. Oh, the Brits do some interesting things, don't they?
Don't get me started.
Is this romantic or is this silly?
I don't know. Here, have a tortilla chip. There you go. Cheers.
Cheers. This is my first proper dinner date since my last relationship.
Was it a regular thing?
Not when it wasn't cooked by me. He wanted me to do all the domestic duties.
And you didn't want to be a housewife.
No. Playing devil's advocate, though, I was a student and he was earning all of the household income.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure there was a compromise you could have found.
We never did. He wanted me to quit my studies, and the rest is history.
So you did you, and you stuck to what you wanted to do. I respect that. That takes guts.
Is there an income setup that you would prefer?
Well, living in London is pretty hard on either these days.
I know. What even is a living wage in this city?
Oh no, hell no. She got a pretty good job. I mean, even if it's not a pretty good job, where can she? Or even if I don't have a pretty good job. No, honey, we working on this shit together. We putting both of our incomes together. Ain't no single income household and all that shit. No. Dual income household. Shit. Honey, we in this together. Shit. God damn.
I would say a dual income, probably. I mean, it's not really like back in the day where one person's income would be enough to sustain an entire household. I think that financial security is really important in a long-term relationship.
More than emotions?
Yeah, but emotions thrive in a stable environment.
That's really hard for me to hear. It'll be 2 or 3 more years before I earn a proper income.
Look, it's way too early to be even having these conversations anyway.
I know, but still good to know.
So, thank you for coming today.
That's a really great spot. It's public but private. People open up more in intimate settings.
Do they? Okay, well, tell me something new then.
I've got a scar under my hair.
Oh, how did that happen?
Actually, there's something else I should tell you.
No, I want to know about the scar.
I'm in the middle of divorce proceedings.
Oh, she is.
Uncharted territory for me.
No.
You're the first person I've got this far with since my marriage ended. We've been separated for 2 years. My education was the big problem. I couldn't contribute financially, and I wasn't willing to have a child before I graduated. He couldn't wait. I totally understand if that's an issue. I'm so sorry again.
Okay, so I didn't realize she was going through all this. Oh, you know what? This makes me love her even more because the fact that she took time to like kind of, like, hey, this is what I got going on, this and that, this and that. Um, Matter of fact, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Yo, she's really nervous right now. Her ears are like popping red right now. But no, no, honey, I don't have a problem with it. It was like she wanted to focus on her education and getting her degree and accomplishing her goals before she's ready for more like serious life changing things like having children and things like that. Like I totally respect that. I totally respect her. Hey, Madam Patrice. Hey, how you doing? Thanks so much for stopping in. I appreciate you. Give you a shouty real quick, Madam Patrice. How you doing, Madam Lady? Shouter. Oh wait, come back. Shouter. Shout out to Madam Lady Patrice. How you doing, Madam? Hugs and kisses, Madam Lady Patrice. And as always, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. I don't know if Paul Omega and Jesse Storm are still here, but we were all talking about like getting together at some point on a couple of games that um what were the games we were talking about? Oh yeah, Power World, which I don't have that yet, but eventually I'm gonna get Power World, Palium. I know someone mentioned Among Us at some point. I can't remember, but yeah, we're thinking about a couple of games, collaborating together on and everything in the future. So I'll keep you updated and posted on Madam Patrice. But like I said, I'm always looking for different fellow PlayStation streamers to collaborate with because the problem with playing on other platforms, which a lot of the other multiplayer games I play, most of them are cross-play, but the problem is if anyone on stream wants to have their voice heard, Discord on PlayStation does not share others in the Discord voice chat, party chat voices. It has to be PlayStation exclusive, which is kind of stupid, but but yeah, I'm always looking for fellow PlayStation streamers and friends and collaborators to play together with. But we're trying to put something together. I'm just say I'll keep you updated and I'll message you or text you, whatever, message you, let you know what's going on with it. But all right, let's go
No,
forward
look,
with this.
it doesn't bother me one iota. Past is the past.
Thank you, Ryan.
I
Are you getting ready
want
to start your
your
stream? Okay, so
academic
I'll be looking
opinion
out
on
for
something.
you. I'm getting ready to end
Oh,
mine.
golly.
Are we compatible? Like, what are our prospects beyond this?
Well, we wouldn't have made it this far if we weren't at least a little bit compatible.
Hmm.
But there is still one area that we don't have much data on.
And what is that?
Sexual compatibility. It can be developed over time, but normally it's better if it's there from the start.
Okay. Aside from the obvious way, is there a way for us to estimate what that compatibility would be?
With theory? What kind of lover are you? I mean, in a nutshell, I don't need the playbook.
So you said that. So on the Discord, so are you saying on the Discord app on PlayStation, um, people that like say you're streaming and people that you have on your Discord party chat on PlayStation, not on the phone or tablet or whatever, other platform, through the PlayStation through Discord app, your stream chat is able to hear them through the PlayStation Discord app? Because if that's the case, then if you can let me know exactly what the settings are to figure that out, because there's a couple to where it's like the Discord app on PlayStation doesn't let people on Discord, uh, your Discord party chat hear in your streams, in your streams, that is, your stream chat. So, what some of them have been doing is playing their Discord call through their phone or their tablet or something like that and playing it in the background. But the problem is with that, the audio isn't as good and it's like an echo sometimes because, like they have the volume turned all the way up on their phone, tablet, laptop, or whatever. So whenever someone speaks on theirs, yeah. I mean, just let me know if that's the case. It's in the broadcast settings. Is that a recent update or something? Because if that's the case, I didn't know anything about it. Yeah, if you can, Madam Patrice, Madam Lady, Madam Patrice, if you can, yeah, you get a chance, send me a screenshot of that because from my understanding, I looked it up on Reddit and everything and talked to several people out there. They're like, well, PlayStation just doesn't allow Discord party members to have their voices shared on your PlayStation stream. Like, if you're streaming from PlayStation. Like, it's kind of weird how it works. Like I said, now I'm not talking about like if it's like, they turn their phone, like they have the person on their phone, laptop, or tablet or something like that, and they have them turned up in the background. Everything, like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like how you hear someone directly through your PlayStation Network party chat, and then I'm talking about something like that to where there's no like feedback and echo, like it's all connected on one device or something. But yeah, if you know a workaround for that, I'd love to know, Madam Patrice, and if you let me know, thank you, I appreciate it.
I am a romantic. Yeah, candles, maybe some slow jazz music, some rose petals, massage.
Slow and steady.
Mm.
Very sensual.
Yeah, I prefer it to be an emotional as well as a physical experience.
For sure. Personally, though, I like things a little kinkier. Don't act so surprised.
I'm not. No, I am. No. Kinky.
I still need to gather some data before my hypothesis. If you had to pick, do you prefer to give or receive?
I mean, you stressed the had because you knew I would have said both.
Oh, you are very smart. Has anyone ever told you that?
Yes, actually, yeah, they have. It was almost as sarcastic as you just did. I am a giver. Definitely.
Your reasons being?
Well, I mean, I actually enjoy it, for one thing. It's also much better when both people are having fun, because otherwise it kind of just feels a bit like servicing.
That's a nice way to put it.
Also, it is a little bit of an ego boost if you can make the other person feel good.
If your technique is good. Those are very valid reasons. You are an attentive lover indeed.
And then pause real quick here, guys. Just looked at no, Patrice. That's different from Now that said, that right there, you have to have that universally set before anyone can be shared in your party chat, including PlayStation members. So, and then another thing too, which is why like maybe probably whenever the next PlayStation 6 or Xbox 100,000 or whatever comes out, I may gravitate towards Xbox because they got a lot better features when it comes to streaming. Um, PlayStation, they're very limited in it, but apparently with PlayStation, you have to, whenever you start a party chat, everyone has to go in their party settings and make sure they have their voices shared to be allowed. It's not within the system settings. I mean, of course, you have to automatically have that already set, but you also have to. Every member of that party chat has to go in that party settings, the little three dots, and scroll down to. I think it's like. I forget what menu it is or not, but you have to select share voice to be allowed. It's not that one because that one's in the main system settings. I know that menu, but it's weird how PlayStation works and everything. But cause that's part of the reason why it's like and there's been streams what I've done with a couple other people before, besides L Dog and Cowboy Pug, that I have them like label on the stream and feature on the stream, but their audio and voice isn't heard and stuff like that. It's just, apparently whenever you start a new party chat, PlayStation resets it, so you always have to go back and recheck that setting or something. It's weird. Not the one that you just sent me a screenshot of, but within the actual party voice chat menu itself. It's weird how it works, but
Okay,
we'll figure it out
next.
That's all I really needed.
Okay. Well, what's the verdict?
Oh, and the echo with the PS5 on Discord. Well, I mean, in terms of people hearing your voice and stuff like that, there's actually I forget. I should have took a screenshot of it. So it's like when you're doing it through the Discord app on PlayStation, you have to go on your phone and pull up that same party chat, and you have to disable suppression audio or something. I forget how exactly I did it, but I mean, still, the people on Discord won't be able to be heard in your chat if you're streaming from PlayStation. But at least people in their chat, they won't hear echo or anything like that. I had to go back and look it up because I had that problem issue before, and I had to look it up and everything.
Contrary to what I said, sexual chemistry is actually best discovered firsthand.
Okay.
That wasn't an invitation. But I appreciate you being so open and honest.
Okay.
Only a half pint. Very conservative.
Yeah, I just don't want to get too smashed too early,
I do.
Barkeep, can we get some more wine for this one, then? So, what are you doing tomorrow?
I think him and Kathleen hit it off pretty well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll be able to retain some information. Wine tends to give me brain fog. So I'm thinking I should ask where your head's at.
Are we not still on the casual dating stage?
We are. I just don't want either of us to waste our time.
Okay. Yeah, no, I can appreciate that. I really like you, Kathleen. I feel like we have connected in loads of different ways, and I would like to see if it could progress beyond casual dating. And
oh yes, beyond casual
really
dating.
Hope you feel the same.
That's what I'm working on in The Sims 4, trying to get my character a wife.
Do feel
Trying
the
to get him a
same.
wife. He's almost an elder. He ain't even had kids yet. Wait, they just kissed like that? Wait, hold on.
Is that giving you any more data for the
Yes.
compatibility test?
Sorry, I think I'm gonna need a bigger sample size.
Oh, okay.
IQs are increased by 25. So got that divorce finalized, didn't she? Oh, and never did say she got the divorce finalized. That is bullshit. Because I'm not going to be fooling around with the married woman and she ends up going right back to him. That's kind of fucked. At least I think. Alright, we're gonna start the read. We're gonna read Madame Patrice. And like I said, everyone, we're gonna see how the next playthrough of this plays out. It may be a while before I play part 3 of this. I'm gonna try his sister's side of it. Even though it says they're best friends, but I believe they're brother and sister, because they look so much similar, like. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by. I appreciate every single one of you, and thank you, like I said, Madame Patrice, which we're getting ready to read out to, Mojo, Palm Omega, Jazzy Storm, L-Dog was here earlier, Mr. Psychosis Gamer, sir, let's go back up. It only lets me scroll back up so far, y'all. So my apologies if I miss anyone. Yeah, it's only gonna let me scroll back up so far, but yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by. I appreciate every single one of y'all, and like I said, we'll see what this week has in store. You know, we'll try to get a couple streams in with everyone, but we're getting ready to read it out. Until next time, everyone, and find you.